Deoid everybody, and welcome my fellow uncouth Americans. I am Janice the Shining Star. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, you lazy bastards. Now, women of the Secret Service. First off, I am sorry that a former president, now presidential candidate for the future election, has been shot at. And I do agree that DEI has gone way too far. But to get upset over one female Secret Service agent's incident and the weird incident where the president was like pushing not only the women but the men as well, he was pushing them down in order to do the fist pump and be seen and all that. But in particular, the incident where the Secret Service agent lady decided to breastfeed whilst on duty. I mean, I said duty. I mean, that is, if this is not like fake campaign tactics for hype and rage bait. But to be upset about this whole shebang to the point of demanding that all women should be barred from the Secret Service or FBI, military, what have you, etc., 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 etc. I mean, first off, what the ever-living hell is the matter with taking a full-on leave this day and age? Just take the leave. You get paid. Or using breast pumps. They're there, by the way. I mean, I don't know her. I don't know anything outside of just observational questioning, just like everybody else. Stuff like this, it sets other women up for extremists to argue that we ladies are not worthy. We're not worthy to serve our country. Some of us don't have the wonderful ability of birthing children. Aside from that, some of us are born with a gift of being built exceptionally different. And some have just no desires for the traditional ways, such as the lady lumberjacks of the North, the cowgirls that ride in the West, the vicious corporate madames of the East, or even the buck-wild lasses of the South. When it was first known as the Executive Protective Service was when the first female agents were hired. They were expected to perform everything same as the men, including investigative work as well as bodyguard type of work. They also received equal pay. Let me scroll. Phyllis Schantz became the first, I hope I'm saying that right, forgive me if I didn't, became the first female officer sworn into the United States Secret Service Uniformed Division in 1970. The following year, during a ceremony at the Treasury Department, December 15th, 1971, the first official female agents were sworn in. There were 5. That included Phyllis Schantz, of course, along with Holly, again, forgive me if I get this wrong, Holly Hufschmitz, Sue Baker, Catherine Clark, and Laurie Anderson. Later on, the Executive Protective Service became known as the Uniformed Division. By that time, enter Zandra Iona Flemister. Hope, again, I'm saying that right, was an American diplomat and United States Secret Service agent in 1974, thus becoming the first African-American woman to serve as an agent. Just a few years difference from the original 5, excuse me. The next portion of information, plus some of my previous script today, is from the actual website of the Secret Service agency, or at least that I could find. That link is provided in the comments. Other than that, it is www.secretservice.gov/50 anniversary of female special agents. Yes, this is a 50-year mark apparently. What a time for me to make this video. Whew, before I make such a long quote. Ooh. I need to slow down. Calm. There we are. Although the women appointed 50 years ago had different career paths and tenures with the Secret Service, their prominence as commissioned federal law enforcement agents and their professionalism have significantly impacted the agency. It is because of their outstanding legacies that the Secret Service remains committed to hiring a diverse cadre of talented women within its law enforcement ranks. When Special Agent Training Class 387 graduated in April of 2021, it marked the first instance in which women trainees outnumbered the men. End quote. Okay, well, I'm very proud of this statement, but at the same time, there's kind of your smoking gun of when the incompetence started. Wasn't it around 2021, 2020 when that bar was so lowered? It not only showed in government and military jobs, but it showed in every other job, not only in America, but everywhere globally and other workforces altogether. I mean, there's being nice, and then there's holding a standard. I mean, welcome to the hard truth of the real world, that not everyone is fit for everything. Life's not fair. God, I hate that statement, but it's true. Life's not fair. Do something that does fit your body and mind, instead of trying to gaslight the world into your delusions of wanting to be some movie-level badass in the real world. I mean, I guess that argument goes for a lot of jobs these days, but I digress. Moving on, it is about the Secret Service ladies. Then you have the honor wall of agents with women of competence. Special Agent Julie Y. Cross, Special Agent Cynthia L. Brown, Officer Manager Linda G. McKinney. Ooh, cool name. Investigative Assistant Kathy L. Seidel. Forgive me. Kathy L. Seidel. All right. That's pretty much it. I mean, my point today is don't throw away American women's opportunities of being an authentic, natural-born warrioress. I mean, that just means that every man that has ever screwed up in fashion, cooking, a stay-at-home father, or even being an OBGYN, they should be fired and those professions barred from men forever. I mean, all right, people. It is time to get real and quit throwing disgrace on a legacy of good women because of one or a couple of fucking idiots during this dunce of a decade, the twisted 20s. It's just ridiculous. I'm done. Just simply stop being so ridiculous, people. Coexist, use your head, and slanche to the warrioresses of America. Strong.